Hello everyone, and now welcome to game 3. Wait, no, it's not. This is actually a bonus game. This is Mouse Sport or Mana versus Lucifron, excuse me, here on Whirlwind. And this is not game 3 between Lucifron and PartinG. If you guys are looking for game 3, it's obvious because you guys did not watch game 2 and Ty's spoiler video, and still I will get a comment telling me that I mislabeled this game. Mana spawning as the red Protoss on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Lucifron spawning as the blue Terran player on the top left-hand side of the map. Terran versus Protoss. Always so interesting as the game is getting underway here. Now, Whirlwind, one of those maps where your expansions are pretty tucked away. Like, your expansions, there's nothing really in this center zone. It's actually a lot of flat space, and that's something that I'm actually quite surprised to see in StarCraft 2. There isn't really that many usages of cliffs, high ground, terrain in a lot of the larger maps. You can take a look here. There is some untraversable areas over here, but pretty much large maps like this really favor faster moving units, flanking, and things of that nature as opposed to positional setup. Now, because this is a rather large map and I do believe that you can spawn anywhere, it is going to be quite some time before any of the players actually scout each other, and Lucifron takes advantage of that by setting up a fast command center. Fast command center already being placed down here. We can take a look. There is a supply depot there. I do believe that it is actually low. It could be lowered. No, it actually might be raised there. May get taken down a little bit, as we do have Mana setting up a fast nexus, a one-gate nexus, versus a command center first coming in from Lucifron. Now, I guess Mana could have tried to set up a proxy gateway in the middle of the map, go double gate, and then just send zealots straight up the ramp. That could have been a problem, but then again, Lucifron, all he would need to do is build a supply depot here, lift off this command center, and he would still be safe. Mana on the move out, and is he going to find his opponent? The two workers pass each other in the night as the probe now slips its way off to the north. A little bit of a lucky break by Mana. Mana will find Lucifron a bit more quickly than his opponent will, or than Lucifron will find him. SCV now coming over, getting in a little bit of damage as we're sitting at 19/19. All right. Command center is done, sitting at 19/30, upgrading double orbital commands now, adding in double refineries. Lucifron really trying to catch up in the economic game. This probe doesn't stand a chance. Oh, the probe backing away, does need 2 more shots. 1 more shot will do it. And will that probe be able to recharge a little bit of shields? Enough? No, it will not. Mana sitting here, he will be able to start setting up some zealots, and perhaps getting in a second zealot. All right, that is a bit of a surprise for me. I haven't seen a Protoss player actually go to zealot early on. He's now going to march out across the map, but I don't think that's going to actually do very much at all. By the time that the zealot gets there, there is going to be a bunker. There's going to be 2, if not... Actually, no, not going to be 2 Marines. There's only going to be 1 Marine, as we are adding a barracks now. The zealots may actually come off and do a bit of damage if it was not for the fact that those Hellions will be able to come in just a moment. Zealot, Stalker, no warp gate tech. No, now adding in a sentry. The Stalker now trying to join in on that fight. The Zealots are going to actually just be torched by these Hellions as we are now going into a starport. This is going to be most likely Banshees. And with double gas, he should be able to start that cloak research, as we now see Zealot simply walk by. A double Zealot run by here. Very effective. And now even adding in a Stalker. Okay, the Stalker now needs to get off some shots. Hellion almost gets taken down. Yes, it does, as the Zealots are now simply just going to walk their way inside this base, attempting to take down the reactor. It looks like damage is being dealt. The Zealots are taking a bit of damage. This is not good news at all. SCVs may get taken down. What is happening to the reactor? Reactor is taking a bit of damage, and down goes the Stalker as well. Zealot gonna get taken down. SCVs coming off the mineral line in order to save a very important building there. And the Hellions, Marines, able to fend off that rather early aggressive attack. Mana, however, still has a slight supply advantage and a very large economic advantage, seeing that 39 probes. But I do believe 3 Hellions do have something to say about that. And yes, they do. All right, Sentry now trying to get away. There's the Guardian Shield trying to protect, and it does do just enough. Probes now trying to slip by, and that was actually a really smart Guardian Shield. Some people, for whatever reason, think that Hellions are melee attackers. They are not. They are range attacked. And that Guardian Shield does reduce the amount of damage, saving that Sentry for another round of attack and allowing Mana to come back over and take down a Hellion. Now, let's take a look at the total losses. 725 versus 250. Mana has lost more. He is in not that good of a situation. And we are going to see a round of Stalkers now try and engage. And oh, Hellions just simply able to run by. What is going on there? And the Sentry just caught in the brush. That was just perhaps a very bad Mana asleep at the wheel, not paying attention. There are Banshees now trying to engage. And oh, the Banshee is not going to back off in time. A very expensive Banshee, however, cloaks at just the right moment, and a Stalker is lost. This is some very crazy battling now happening, as we are seeing the Banshee getting repaired. It did in fact decloak. It will be able to recharge a bit of energy once more, but it did waste or utilize 25 of that energy rather quickly. Hellions now trying to engage. Banshee still in the air, fighting, trying to engage, and there is the supply depots being raised. SCVs coming over to repair. SCV is going to be more than enough to keep that alive. Worker kill count 14 compared to 1, as the Hellions, I believe, were able to torch down many units back off here. Mana now, even in terms of overall supply, things are looking very up and up for Lucifron. Those 4 Hellions catching a whole bunch of probes out of position. Mana with 1 idle probe. Is it? Yep, 1 idle probe. Coming back off over here. There is some force fields coming in again. Repairing not enough, not in time, but the Hellions with their splash damage. SCVs, Banshees still trying to engage. And Lucifron with a superior supply count should be able to come back over the top. 1 Banshee does get taken down. SCVs are absorbing a bit of damage. A scanner sweep doesn't reveal anything, as the Banshee now knows that he can just simply walk in here and take down these Stalkers. The Banshee does have very good DPS, but in comes an observer and down it goes. SCVs, where are they going to retreat to? They are now trying to run back once more. Hellions cannot go into that Hellbat mode. This is Wings of Liberty as they continue the chase. SCVs now trying to chase down. And once more, Mana pushing back over the top with a good number of Stalkers. A back and forth game here. Worker kill count both sides with over a dozen worker kills, as the Zealots and Stalkers are now trying to push their way forward. Here we go. Banshee now continuing to roll back here. Hellions now taking a lot of damage. Stalker should be able to clean this up. Where are those Marauders? And there is the GG. Lucifron losing to Mana here on Whirlwind. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.